The debate surrounding the best guns in Apex Legends is one that will be waged for eternity. The one thing that is completely clear though is that having the correct weapon will help you gain the coveted title of Apex Champion. The weapon system can be a bit daunting to figure out, especially with the constant patches and hotfixes that appear throughout each season. This is why we put together a weapons tier list to help you figure out which weapons are currently at the top. In this, we explain what Apex Legends' best guns are during Season 12. S tier. These are the finest weapons that you can find in Apex Legends. Pick them up without hesitation, trust us. The Kraber. You'll be lucky to find a Kraber in your games as it only appears in care packages. However, if you're lucky enough to grab one, or kill its previous owner that is, this sniper rifle can instantly kill any legend with a headshot. The Volt SMG was already a powerful weapon and a choice pick for many squads, however it's now a care package exclusive, which is both good and bad. The Spitfire was previously considered broken anyway, but now it's about to get a whole lot more powerful. The Spitfire is still available within care packages in Season 12 and is even more powerful due to this. A single shot weapon that's surprisingly decent even at close range, the G7 Scout is crying out for a scope to get the best out of it. The rate of fire is decent, but the only real limit is how fast your firing finger is. A great all-rounder in Apex Legends as it was in Titanfall, the R301 is the best Apex Legends gun for mid-range entanglements. And finally, the Car was simply the best weapon in Titanfall 2, and that's a game that includes a pistol with homing bullets. This is true of Apex Legends 2. When you first pick up this weapon, it can seem a little unruly, but once you add some basic attachments to it, mainly a barrel stabilizer, it can carry you through to being the champion. The Car can take light and heavy ammo, meaning you'll rarely be without the opportunity to reload. A-tier weapons. These weapons on screen are not quite the best Apex Legends guns, but they're pretty close. The Peacekeeper is a powerful shotgun that just simply looks cool. The Precision Choke is also now built into the shotgun, meaning you'll be able to charge up those shots right away for maximum damage. Ever since its introduction, the Triple Take has flipped between being a great or mediocre weapon. Fortunately, it seems that it's clawed its way back to the top in Season 12. The EVA-8 was originally higher on this list, but it was nerfed a few seasons ago. The benefit of the EVA-8 is that you do not need to aim down the sights. Its hip fire spread is about the same as when you ADS, meaning your mobility won't be impaired. The L-Star is the weapon to pick if you love embracing the chaos. It's got a wild recoil pattern and its red glare of energy rounds take up your entire screen, making it nigh on impossible to aim, although in close quarters, it can be ridiculously powerful. The R99 is an amazing SMG at close range that deals 198 damage per second. Grab an extended magazine and run headfirst into fights, and you'll be odds on to win. The much-loved Flatline is now a craftable weapon at any crafting station. Even though the fire rate of this weapon is still impressive, its damage stats have been slightly reduced. One of the most powerful guns in Apex Legends in the right hands, especially with an extended mag, the Wingman is often sought after by players. With the Prowler, we liked putting it on full auto and spraying until the champion screen appears, but after Season 9, it's burst fire only. It's probably for the best though, as it's still incredibly strong even in burst fire mode. The Alternator is no longer a care package exclusive. You can now find this weapon on the ground. Even though it's had its damage stats reduced slightly, it can still be a powerful weapon with the correct attachments. Now on to B-tier weapons. These weapons on screen have some versatility in certain situations, but are worth swapping out if you see any of the best choices lying around. The Longbow DMR has been consistent performer in the Apex games due to its fairly high fire rate and decent damage. Although some may not agree with this spot for the Rampage though, we have had a bunch of fun with it since its release to the game. It definitely packs a punch, but the slow fire rate allows for a weakness, making it not too overpowered. The Heplock has always been a fairly decent gun, and when used by someone with quality aim, it can be a little overpowered. It's about to get a whole lot stronger though, as there's a new hop-up. The Charge Rifle fires a beam of energy at opponents before exploding into a high damage shot that can instantly destroy a shield. It can even destroy red shields. It can deal a lot of damage early on pretty much. The Havoc Rifle is still a beast of a gun, but it does have a few issues. It's an assault rifle that packs an accurate punch, although the charge time can be an irritant. If you manage the recoil, this has the potential to be a serious threat. Grab a turbocharger, however, and you will absolutely shred your enemies. On to C-tier weapons now, and these weapons are not the greatest, and to be honest, they're the ones you just pick up if you absolutely have to. The Botchuk Bow was meant to be powerful, and it is. It's almost silent and packs quite the punch and can be useful when combined with Shatter Caps and Deadeye Standby hop-ups, which it can attach at the same time. Onto the Sentinel, which is one of the weapons added in parts of Season 4. It rewards skilled players handsomely. Its bold loaded mechanism means you'll need to line up your shots, but it could be an alternative if you can't find yourself the longbow. The Devotion has the fastest fire rate in the game, and seriously, it beams when it gets up to full speed. However, it really needs a turbocharger to reach its full potential. The 3030 is a marksman rifle that has never really lived up to full potential. Yes, each bullet is loaded individually, which helps when you have a couple of extra shots. The G7 Scout's usefulness comes from its quick rate of fire, which you just can't replicate if you're charging your 30-30 shots. The Mastiff is a high damage weapon that requires you to play aggressively. The weapon has had a turbulent history with downsides of lacking refillable ammo and a sizable reload ammunition that can obscure all vision. Fortunately, the weapon does reload relatively fast and is very much a capable gun within the right hands of a player who likes to push. The RE45 just isn't great. It's got a rapid rate of fire, but each round does so little damage that it's hard to make it count. However, that being said, it has become a useful weapon to use in arenas. It costs very little crafting materials but deals quite a lot of damage, which makes it the perfect weapon to pick in the first round of an arena match. Unfortunately, its usefulness in a battle royale scenario is still quite low. And finally, the D-Tear. These are basically guns that are, in effect, useless. Mozambique is a weapon that has become a meme now. It's a shotgun that doesn't spread enough and a pistol that isn't accurate enough. The Mozambique is better than it was, but it remains near the bottom of the pile. The most vanilla of pistols, the P2020, just isn't that exciting. A buff to its damage in Season 6 doesn't help it at all. If you are desperate for a weapon and there's nothing else around, then yeah, go for it, pick it up. However, don't expect it to keep you alive for very long. That's all there is to our top tier list of the best Apex Legends weapons currently available. Let us know if you agree with our tier list in the comments.